So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Llorente, is a very interesting player. Everyone saw him as being little more than a ball winner in midfield, but he's proved himself to be far more than that. I've really been impressed with the vision he has and the fact that he can bring anybody in his team into the game at any given moment now.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now that looks a decent ball. That's very neat. Crossing, getting up there! Goal, England! England take the lead. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Italy finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good spread. In by Llorente. Ferdinand with the clearance. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Picked out brilliantly. Crosses it in. Ferdinand gets it away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Traumeri. And here's Llorente. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Ibrahimovic. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Italy really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bellingham. Barella. And here's Vinicius Junior. Martinez, he's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to... Vinicius Junior! Off the post! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mendes. Szoboszlai. Can he finish? Goal, England! Into the lead once more. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And a chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that is well cleared. What a throw in. Brilliantly cut out. Ibrahimovic. And it's Bellingham. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Szoboszlai.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tchouaméni. Llorente. It's played through for him. Well, nicely intercepted. Well read, nice interception. Hazard. Barella. Great vision. And this is Hazard, and he's definitely onside. Shapes to shoot! Bellingham promptly onto that, and that is that. Tchouaméni. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a good ball. He's beaten the last man. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now that's well seen too. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And it's Szoboszlai. Just eases him off the ball. Vinicius Junior looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
The most accurate pass. Barella. Bellingham. Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Italy really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Nuno Mendes. And they've switched it over to the other side. Llorente. Looking for the run. Llorente. Bellingham. To Barella. Can he spark a counter here? Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's straight offside.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 6.
So we have movement on both
15.
benches.
Hazard. Numero 17.
Yildiz.
Numero 7.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Numero 9.
Chouameni.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 5.
They'll want to
Il
make the
numero
most of this
27.
turnover.
Il numero 12.
Rice.
Il numero 11.
He's got away.
Il numero 18.
Ferdinand.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Chouameni. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it. Can he get away? No way through, so back it comes. Rodgers! Fantastic from Rodgers! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Oh, what a mistake! And they've got a throw. Yildiz. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Rice. Rice powering forward here.
England clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's picked his way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hakimi. Llorente. Bale picks it up out wide. Ball is over the line. And here's Llorente. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Desperate defending required here. That has been knocked clear. Rice has it out wide and in space. That's not going far. Rodgers gets it clear.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Into extra time we go. Italy did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rice. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri tries to pass it through. Rodgers. And he welcomes it in. Goes for goal! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Pedri. Koundé. Can he get it through? Mendes cuts it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodgers looking to add to his goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. And it's Koundé. That's a lovely, neat pass. Clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 4. Rafael Varane.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Ambitious ball here. Pass is just off target. Pedri. Koundé. This is a promising build-up. It's a really well-measured ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And it's Amadou Onana. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, they've got it again. Koundé making good progress on the right-hand side. Very nicely done. Bale!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target. Nicely spread. Rodgers. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So after all of that, what can we say?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So we're all set, and we all know what is coming. I think we're just about ready. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. One 0.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Bale is the next to run the gauntlet.
Never looked in doubt, really.
He had to, and he did. So on to the second man. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Ibrahimovic is the second man to step up for his team.
Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Yildiz, the third man up. No! Denied remarkably! Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat. Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
Italy looking to keep step. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off. Everyone here are holding their breath.
Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver. Everyone here are holding their breath.
The decisive moment. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle, admirably at times. But when it all mattered, they have fallen ever so slightly short. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like the better side lost, and to some extent that's true. I don't think they did an awful lot wrong, and that's probably what the boss is saying to them right now.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto sulla strada all'esterno dello stadio è pregato di rimuoverla.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the... Vinicius Junior! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Vinicius Junior really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Neves. João Neves proves just a little bit too strong. Valverde looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. He is through here. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat. Vietnam always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now it's Haaland. João Neves. Tchouaméni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Takes a shot! And he hits the net. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
João Neves. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vinicius Junior. Eze. Now it's Eze. And that's been drilled in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tchouaméni. And it's Eze. That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's neat. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Eze! And he's there to get it away. Tchouaméni. Haaland. Steaming on goalwards. There's the shot! Valverde. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Italy do have a chance to counter here. He's played it back. And it's Bellingham. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Bellingham. Looking here to chip it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, they could break here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Bellingham making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's let fly. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back on the way then. Thuram. And it's Neves. Here's Tchouaméni. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Valverde.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Valverde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tchouaméni. Now João Neves. Haaland. João Neves. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Neves. And that's gone loose. Now it's Eze. Oh, he's burst through! Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Bellingham going after that. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. And here's Bellingham. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Costa Curta. Tchouaméni. It's Bellingham. Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Llorente. That is ended up in no man's land. That's destined for the flank. Half an hour gone in the second half. Very nicely done. Eze. Now it's Haaland. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Has crossed into the middle. Has another go! Tchouaméni getting this one clear. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Valverde. Oh, good read.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And there's a fine touch. And that has left him in a heap. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bellingham gets into a good position. That's good play. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Vi informiamo che si prevede traffico intenso nei dintorni dello stadio dopo la partita. Siate prudenti. Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 15. Hazard.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Numero 6. Numero 7. Ibrahimovic.
And here's Yildiz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The most accurate pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball, good... He's had a shot! Ferdinand can clear it away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Llorente. And it's Olmo. Rabiot. Dani Olmo wants to run onto this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Dani Olmo. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now that's well seen too. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's straight offside. And we're halfway through extra time. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Now it's Dani Olmo. And this is Bale. That's a good ball out wide. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Thuram, and it's Olmo. And here's Thuram, brilliantly cut out. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rabiot. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Rabiot. That's really well manoeuvred.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bale, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Thuram. Thuram is flagged offside. So there you have it, penalties. So after all of that, what can we say?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. Bale is over the first kick. And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Mbappe pondering where to put it. And he makes it one each. And he duly obliges. Thuram is the man who's second in line.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Sorloth, second to go. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, I think the keeper did very well to stay upright until the very end.
Italy are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Yildiz, the third man up. That's a brilliant read!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to double their advantage. Up by 2. Will that prove decisive?
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
And stuck away with ice in his veins.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing. This to win it. No pressure, of course.
Dispatched! Italy have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade. So, Jim, quite a game. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. And here's Vinicius Junior. What a throw in. Great ball, and he's in here. Valverde touches it back. Now it's Valverde. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Chance! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Goes for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Vinicius Junior has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tchouaméni, and it's Eze. And it's made its way to him. Lovely bit of skill. Eze, big chance! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Italy really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, they could break here. Knocks it into space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. Italy do have a chance to counter here. Vinicius Junior. Now he's running away. Hazard. He is through here. Corner given.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hazard goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Valverde. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Italy have their second corner now. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Tchouaméni, Costa Curta. Eze. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now this could be a chance. Oh, nicely intercepted. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Valverde. And here's Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Tchouaméni approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that's fabulous. João Neves. And it's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Oh, strongly challenged there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Valverde. Nicely weighted ball. Tchouaméni. That's good running with the ball, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. And that has put paid to that. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Italy really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So off we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter...
And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Oh, good effort! Trustmark comes to the rescue. Tchouaméni. João Neves. Eze gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Neves.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he shoots! Vinicius Junior. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Eze. Now it's Bellingham. Eze. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Plays it across. And that has been cleared.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, he's got space here. Lovely pass, but Haaland! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ibrahimovic being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. He's chosen to go back. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di usare
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Eze. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouaméni proves too strong. Now it's Thuram. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. And it's Eze. Both sides exercising caution for now. Valverde. Bellingham.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Nice, ended up in no man's land. João Neves. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Thuram. Tchouaméni. And here's Haaland. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. And he's there to clear it. Vinicius Junior. That's going wide left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eze. He's found a way through. Shot could be Bellingham! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Vietnam with the corner, they're first. João Neves plays it short. Now it's Neves. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, this is a great position. Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta makes the interception. Tchouaméni. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Eze looking for the run. Nuno Mendes. And that's been intercepted. Oh, decent chance! They've scored! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eze. Tchouaméni. Here's Haaland. Valverde. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior wants to run onto this. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Costa Curta. And it's Bellingham. No, he's not getting past him there. Can he spark a counter here? And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Italy currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Italy can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham has it out wide and in space. Oh, nice touch. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Llorente. And it's Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. João Neves engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. Valverde. Thuram. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vinicius Junior under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 18.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 6. Numero 15.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni is fouled.
Il numero 7. Ibrahimovic. Il numero 11. Bale. Il numero 12. Il numero 19. Il numero 5. Cambio di giocatori.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Italy really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Olmo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Italy are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening.
Mbappe! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Shot a goal! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That has not gone well. Dani Olmo. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Yildiz. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rabiot. And here's Yildiz. Rabiot. Bale. And the shot! And yes, it's there! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Italy cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And the counter is on. That's been cut out, well played. Yildiz.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
For Rice. Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. Dani Olmo in acres of space out wide. Rabiot. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. Picked out, can he finish? And no mistake. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Vietnam have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo powering forward here. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Italy perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.